Greetings, salutations, and hello, good people. Wyatt Wingfoot here, back with more Marvel Midnight Suns. This is episode 3, continuing our journey in stopping Lilith. Sorry for the delay in videos. There's been a lot going on, but I am going to try to stay constant and consistent with uploading these.
Let me see. How did this work again?
You know, it's been a while when I forgot that I made myself Nico. Excuse me. Hunter, you there? By the way, this is Nico, in case nobody gave you the rundown how the spark works. Blade and Cap, Marvel just filled us in, freaky stuff, especially Faustus. And then they all just left me here alone. You should come hang out. Thank you, Nico, but I am tired. Ooh, someone is at the door.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Wonders a little?
I want to know what's up with the collar on my neck. Alright, so apparently we have to make friends. When I say make friends, Nico. Alright, that was easy.
These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood pressure. That's
hang.
twice now her precious hunter has almost gotten smacked by Hydra.
Alright, we'll talk first.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Ooh. Anything else I can grab while I'm here? Yeah, everything's shiny. Alright. Watching a movie, Friendship XP Gains. Alright.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Why does her hair go to her cheek?
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again?
Ooh. Where Abby outfit. Nice.
So, what did you think of the movie?
She was trash.
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, Think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
That's the show.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Oh, that's kind of stupid, actually.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
So,
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods.
Yeah.
Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
I remember that from
What
the show.
did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and
Finish
stopped
it.
them from destroying reality as we know
I don't
it.
want to.
You know, typical kid stuff.
Typical. I guess.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it.
No.
After
Spoiler.
Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Oh wow. I really need to go finish that show.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
Please ignore my dog in the background.
I'm glad to
He's
see
losing
you're
his mind.
using your free time productively.
Someone's in the hallway. He doesn't
Looks
to
like you're
leave in the
finding your
hallway.
way around. Maybe making some
Mind
new
you, he's
friends.
I was
9
planning
pound
on
chihuahua.
getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon.
Ooh.
Not quite like it was in the good old days.
to stand still is to move back.
Ooh.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time.
It's
I
actually
always preferred if it ain't broke,
Not gonna
don't
lie.
fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened.
All the people you got living in your house?
And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen.
Oh.
Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant.
Wow.
Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire Abbey.
Valid.
I like to believe that, especially given her current situation. Wanda, Agatha, it seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward.
That's nice.
You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Hunter can follow a path of light or dark through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as Hunter moves down either path. Alright, Charlie. Charlie! The hellhound. Probably is a hellhound, right? It was Agatha all along.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Say what?
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
To be a ghost?
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
Word.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
What?
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
I feel like that answer is very vague, especially in this universe. There's a lot of very, very bad things that can happen. Reach the blood seal. That's not ominous. Confusion. Ooh.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Trial of the Elder Gods, Oshter. Open the way to location spot. Alright. I'm down for a challenge.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
Charlie?
Ooh. Found doors.
The
You
old
can't
gods
find
are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Defeat all enemies to complete
As the goddess
encounter.
of balance and
Shadow
order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you. You have earned this. Feel my call. I am impressed.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Now that was something.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she wasn't her daughter's caretaker after the goddess herself.
How much loss did they just give me? That seemed like a pretty good amount. Nice. giving me vibes of like the crypt from Mortal Kombat.
This looks like it belongs here.
Asha's gift allows magical locks and keys to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magic.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Let's see. Word of Power. Skyrim. Magical incantations. The hunter use Abbey grounds. Ah. How do I?
She believes in our purpose.
That's a slightly weird. How do I get those freaking keys? I want to open stuff.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it.
Meh.
It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic.
What's the purple?
That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
So I don't get to say nothing. Alright. Tad bit disrespectful, but it is what it is. Let's go in here. I unlocked a new shirt, I believe. So I unlocked the shirt, but I still had to buy it? Ooh, I have to unlock it. Never mind. Let's get the big stuff, I guess. Let's get this. Why not? Cool. So I don't have something I can grab. A new post was added to Superlink. Let's see. Osborn downplays Ray Decay. Coif Toph scoffs at Gamma Drop Off. Spider-Man and his amazing friends unleash monster upon city. Garish, Bleecker Street Manor, sealed off by authorities. When will the Spider-Menace and his pet ink monster end their trail of destruction through Greenwich Village? Let's not forget about disgraced surgeon Stephen Strange. Is he in cahoots with the web-slinging wrongdoer? Did he hope to return to his row house into a no house? Sorry, I promise I have
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge.
Yes,
Thank you.
Hunter is reporting to the forge. My
Strange
question is,
out.
what is that symbol mean under that's kind of cool.
Curious.
Oh my god. So many.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
See, Tony gets it.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Tony understands. But that being said,
We desperately...
just do it.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
One second, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I was checking some messages. Destroy anything Hydra's Fontaine? No. Make something.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside.
Good luck.
His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
As
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
the anvil.
Are there any curses I should be aware of?
Studying artifacts unlocks more powerful research projects at the Forge and generates significant resources, producing ability upgrades, and crafting. Is that a loot box?
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush?
Rayo Vagamato.
You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Nice.
It's not entirely worthless, just
Oh, I think
not especially valuable either.
take one day to complete. Additionally, with grant power rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. Supernatural fabrication. Leaving magic and science is fine in theory, but in practice, well, there isn't much practice. However, if we work together, Tony and I might be able to fabricate some pretty powerful items for upgrades. Carol says we need to up our game to make this regret. As usual, she's right. We need to do more in combat, we'll need to do more down here in the forge. A self-learning AI workstation running endless combat situations might help us make better use of this coil stuff. This one first.
Got more coil for me? Analyzing now. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
Until next time.
Open their hero screen. Abilities can be equipped or swapped with the cards already in the hero's combat deck. Any unusable should be salvaged or essence is Alright, so I want all of these right now. Heroes have 8 abilities with their combat action. Okay. Oh, so to get this, I have to get rid of one. So I'll get rid of one of the heals. 4 attacks allowed. Alright, so I have to get rid of one of the attacks. So let's get rid of one of the slashes. Cool. How's this here?
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Robbie. Ooh, do I get to use Ghost Rider now?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
So is she with
Oh man,
Johnny Blaze?
sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to miss. I didn't realize I was still like in tutorial area. Just running around making sure I can pick up that I've picked
Hi,
up everything
kiddo.
I need to pick up. Because I think that's how I get like
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
I can use like free gloss. Another chest.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Bad guys better start running.
Oh.
No pain, no gain.
Oh.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Like
Every
playing
other
with
hunter can
fire.
choose a new partner to squad with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. Oh, that's dope. And that's where I choose. No, didn't want to go back.
Hellfire Force is the strongest
Our
steel.
demon hunting. Heroes when it's part of the hunter once every 4 days. Okay, so you have to spread it out. What this?
Maybe you should be the spirit.
3 friendship, well rested. Nice.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
This is definitely
Got a
picking
minute,
up.
Hunter.
So I thought,
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
the Bronx.
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
Ooh, does he like her?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Alright, cool.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Alright. Find Ilya.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Shut up. She's not gonna be over there. I feel like I should just mark where these are while I'm out here. Oh, she's on the map. That's another chest. Blood gate. Hunter's Folly. Another chest. Is she here? Or there's just more people for me to go talk to in my search of her. I don't really understand. Oh, nice. Masterworks can be hung in any empty frame inside the home. I hope I find it quick, or else it's gonna be an episode where no action happens and no one likes those. Wow.
Привет, Hun.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that.
That's not what I
Trust
wanted
me.
to answer. Oh, I messed up.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse.
I didn't want to.
And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
This is true.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much.
What?
Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time.
And I guarantee you so do the
Perhaps
rest of
Doctor
us.
Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic.
I don't like her.
Ugh, no matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Thanks, you annoying child.
That looks good.
Alright. We are a go. Carol.
Hello.
Carol.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Yeah. Time for class. Stop Hydra helicopter. Cool. Quiet heroes are me and the captain. So I get to choose the third. Oh, look, I get to use everybody. Combat bonus to score with the hunter. Add the squad. Just earn a powerful boost at the start of the mission. Sure.
I did the math. It would be faster than fly.
Oh, nice.
So
Now
what
she
is
will
stopping
be
me?
before we get there.
Shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Let's do it. Oh, that's cool. Any photo or combo cover into a Oh, and it just drops me into the fight? No. Sail the helicopter before it depart. Target the helicopter with attacks and disable it before. Okay. This one's gonna be pretty easy.
We serve until the end.
Unless I tutorially screw it up. Certain enemies will grant powerful cards with the highlight enemy person. Oh.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes.
Create a drop.
A single world-ending
chance
calamity
to
is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Ready up.
That'll work.
Now we'll help out.
Vengeance is near.
Oh, that's actually really cool. How do I move again?
Keep your eyes open.
Punch a punch.
Take this.
Whatever gets the job
Oh,
done.
that's cool.
Never surrender.
No retreat!
Add to your punishment.
Exposed.
I'm out for reinforcing.
So we need to start.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
You make that look almost too easy.
Hell. And now go binary. How about closes?
By her command.
Oh, about to fire.
Taking the shot.
Don't worry, I can take it.
Hold for backup.
Hydra!
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Think that reason.
Weak, even for Hydra.
We will do.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Get a kill. What's this? Can I read it? Nice. Force will knock back in any direction. Take 7.
Someone get me out of here!
So he hurts himself.
Hell awaits.
Absolutely. A hero can never have more blockers than an actor.
We will never forsake her! I'll handle it. Take them out.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the secret punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
You
possibly match your strength.
You'll be judged.
Oh, that's
You doom yourself by association.
They got away.
no.
Do not worry, heroes. You would still witness the results
up.
of my work firsthand. On the field of...
Alright, we'll try that again. Now I know that I need to like just focus on. Oh, well, if I make her binary quick. Actually,
None will be spared.
I'm on it.
Nice.
Not bad.
thought it did.
We will never forsake her.
I'll have it. Grows with every strike.
They really want to get on my bad side.
Hold for backup.
A lot of times.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Hell,
Here we go.
Is that the best you've got?
Take this.
I had hoped for a challenge.
Captain Marvel.
Taking the shot.
She does that.
That did not slow me down.
Reinforcements.
Still not ready to give up?
Hydra Impact.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that, Chopper. Please.
With pleasure. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Nice move. So that's how that works.
Enemy unit repositioned.
Suffer.
losing ground. Follow my lead. This changes nothing. It's tough.
That helicopter's about to take off, and with it, any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
We will stop.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the secret punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mana!
Only the innocent are spared.
Leave some for the rest of us.
This seriously is even better. We're gonna have to do this. So do I just ignore all of the enemies and just go for it? I think that's right.
One more time.
Wonder what the desertion rate is for Hydra lackeys.
Hell. What's this?
Is that the best you've got?
Okay.
Follow my lead.
The heck?
More lambs to the slaughter.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Weak, even for Hydra.
And the heal, which they can get knocked off the stage. That's
Astra. The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Vengeance is near.
I am impressed.
Watch and
Whoever gets the job done.
I'll head.
you're wasting your energy.
Pathetic. We must help them.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Oh, that's not.
Your fate is sealed. You are lucky to still live.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh,
they're going
shut
down,
up
buddy.
already. Take them down.
They are going down. Damage. And a level.
I feel stronger already.
Might be able to do something. Is there anyone actually, I'll take this. There we go.
Someone get me out of here!
Is she about to die too?
Engaging target!
That hurt.
Slow. What's her?
For years, I was considered a crazed zealot in the Hydra Cabal. Obsessed with the old ways. But then we detected the convergence of the Midnight Sun.
Tell me about it. Actually, please do not.
Cool. Yes. And I can grab you.
No mercy, servants of women. Was that truly your best?
Oh, and I can't jump back.
Smooth sailing so far. I've been...
Might have found my limit.
Not enough heroism for him.
It's about You really got a one-track mind.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Many still await my judgment.
But since it is the last one,
I may need some help here.
Only a fool would stand before us. Make way for vengeance.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last. There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
that was a rough one. No.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
That was terrible. Mission rewards are tied to your levels. So if you gain points for combat, the rewards will offer in a future mission. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter's level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they don't fall too far behind. That's awesome, actually. Right. So, that went on longer than I wanted it to. So I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you're gonna enjoy the rest of your day. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. This is Wyatt Wingfoot signing out. Take care now. Bye bye then.